Hello, I'm Steve Calkum, your Shattered Empire scribe. I am reading more from the book Freeborn, available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other booksellers, or directly from the publisher, LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, your link. And chapter 5 picks up after the two, Freeborn and Tishamon, have left Aldorha and traveled south towards what will eventually be the Frost Peaks westward branch. And they're waiting for the snows to clear and the smaller city have a look. They stayed in Aluk until the snow retreated up the flanks of the Frost Peaks and the passes cleared. From Aluk, they followed the coastal bluffs south to Port Clay, which proved to be another first in a year of discovery for Freeborn. The sight of a city this large struck Freeborn dumb for several moments. Port Clay sprawled across the Ifaw River valley and climbed the bluffs on either side. The fortified city boasted 5 separate sets of walls, each one higher than the one. Each one higher and thicker than the one inside. The harbor was ringed with island forts, which housed rotating catapults and the controls for the heavy chains slung between them, both of which served to block unwelcome ships. Although Port Clay was nominally in the domain of the Throne of Mist, the human population in the town was at least equal to the elf segment. A significant number of halflings, gnomes, and dwarves also made their homes inside the city walls. As a result of this mixture of races, the Mist Elves allowed Port Clay to effectively become a free city-state. The city had been utterly destroyed and its inhabitants killed or driven away during the Succession Wars. The Mist Elf population had not recovered enough to recolonize the site for almost 1,500 years. When the elves found members of other intelligent races in the ruins, they welcomed the chance to take advantage of the ready market for elf goods and sources of foreign items. Port Clay had an official population of somewhere around 50,000 souls, with perhaps another 5 to 10,000 uncounted poor and/or migrant peoples. The city guards at the outer wall atop the bluffs questioned them briefly, asking them their business and expected length of stay. The companions were given red-colored chits that would allow them free passage through the beggar, trade, and merchant sectors of the city. Guards explained that the chits allowed them to gain some measure of control over who went where within the city. Daylight crimes in the middle to upper class sectors had gone down since the chit system was introduced, because the undesirables were more easily kept out of the better parts of town. At night, the chit system tended to break down, since the criminal elements had less than legal means of gaining access to their prey's habitat. As they passed through the archway inside the outermost gates, Freeborn's nose was assaulted by a riot of odors. The salty smell of the sea of mist, combined with the reek of brackish water, rotting garbage, a plethora of spices, unwashed animals and people, and their leavings, and other things he couldn't identify. "Gods, what a stench!" Freeborn exclaimed as they passed a line of animal pens. "How can they stand it?" He finished as he gestured at the herdsmen, laborers, and beggars and urchins that carried on as if they didn't notice anything. "They live with it," Tishamon stated. "If a person lives with something, no matter how awful, for long enough, they get used to it." He gestured discreetly, still taking in all those around him. Of course, all those about here, only the herdsmen are likely to to notice the smell. "Put your hand on your purse," Tishman commanded suddenly, as an unruly swarm of urchins from early adolescence down to those just able to keep up bore down upon them and the handful of travelers just behind him. Freeborn slapped his hands to his purse and pouches just as the leading elements of the swarm reached them. Freeborn could never tell just which child was responsible for the assorted pokes, pats, and prods. However, in the count of 10 it took for the children to pass, he believed he had been frisked far more thoroughly and efficiently than any city guards would have dreamed of. He quickly lost count of the tugs at his pouches and purse strings, and his purse strings had been cut. Only the fact that he'd already been holding it had kept it from leaving with the urchins. Judging from the cries and shouts of those behind, the other travelers had not been so lucky. "Why didn't you stop them?" Freeborn asked as he eyed the clotting cut that crossed the back of his hand. "Because they have no other recourse," Tishman replied. "Many of them are orphans or the byblows of prostitutes. They see no life for themselves beyond wondering where they'll get their next meal. They scratch and scrounge to survive, living off the city's leavings. They, more than just about any other, can help you in a strange city." He pointed to a small cluster of young urchins, some no more than babies, gathered in front of a sagging hay shed and begging. "The bait." The woodsman reached inside his tunic and pulled out a small purse. As they passed the shed, he tossed the purse at the youngsters, one of whom grabbed it and passed it to an older boy of about 12 to 14 who suddenly appeared out of the crowd of passers-by. "Remember us, friend," Tishman said to the youth, before the boy handed the purse to another child who promptly vanished back into the crowd. "Why did you do that?" Freeborn asked as he and Tishman continued, leaving the noise and stench of the cattle pens behind. "We'll only be here a few days at most."